It killed 99 people. It did bring more awareness, though, to our industry, and so make sure you know the difference. You may see a mine that's outdoor and a mine that's indoor. These things, you don't want to be shooting on a stage and then go 175 feet, or you just probably killed everybody on the stage. So this is our low level. You can see it's hooked to the module. Once again, we've got an XLR cable. Also, on the other side of the modules, if you guys want to check this out, each position has its own address. This module is going to be the 02 module. I can see that on my little plugs on the side if y'all want to check it out, or we can check it out later. There's a shunt button where if something goes wrong and the product's got a problem, we can shunt it or get it on live mode. Okay? So this is low level front line, and this is
3-inch mines.
confirming. Sorry, baby. This is also low level. This is a 3-inch. Okay? This is not a 3. It is cylindrical, but it's not a 3-inch cylindrical shell.
It's really a ground effect. It's like a sawed-off shotgun. It just blows out of the gun. It doesn't have a secondary burst unless it has the crackle or the reports, or whistles or reports.
So basically, you are dealing with a distance of a 3-inch, okay? But it's low level, it's a mine, and it's not going to have a secondary burst, so you can scoot these up closer if the wind's blowing in the right direction, okay? There is a difference. Cylindrical mine versus a cylindrical shell. This doesn't have a secondary burst.
And one of the things I'm going to do, these make an awful mess, these cake items. Basically, this is a 49 shot, I believe. It's called the gold dust, but I'm going to peel this off, and I tend to do that because this foil, when this thing blows up, if you don't peel them off, it just leaves sparkly stuff everywhere. So that's just one of the things I like to do because it's less cleanup.
The reason why the foil is on there is for a couple of different reasons.
Rain, number one.
Protect
secondary.
your product.
If a spark from something else goes down into one of these guns and it burns through, it could pre-ignite this. We're not worried about that because if you're shooting a show and something else lights something else, you're just going to have more stuff going off. So for safety, there's no reason for safety to take it off. It's really, you know, it protects against weather, and we take it off to
keep from the cleanup of having debris
less cleanup.
And we've shoved these things on a barge before to do a test. You can butt these things up side by side. They've never pre-lit one another. Now we might see it today, but I don't say ever never in the explosive business because you never know. You never know what you're getting. One more thing to go over. We'll go over this right here.
I wanted to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Now, in the beginning of this Pyro Digital computerized show,
don't give it away.
We're going to be playing it to a soundtrack.
Yeah.
But you'll know when this stuff goes off. This is an AB powder. It's binary. This can also go in stage concussion for close proximity. Extremely loud. So
now here's the deal. He's saying, see, I'm not watching my wires. Here's the deal with that though. When y'all are about to see this go off in a minute with your production, I know. You can fix me. Okay?
We're married.
He used a lot more of this stuff than what you'd use on a stage. Okay? That's why we're calling them a ground salute. Because this is now, that don't need to go off on a stage. As much as he put in there, he put a lot of powder. So yes, the AB can go on stage, but you got to know how much they've mixed, and that'll be 1126 stuff. You'll see the difference that you wouldn't want this to go off on stage.
These two items by themselves are completely inert. One can't explode without the other. It's not until you mix these two together. There's the A bottle and the B bottle.
It's fuel and oxidizer.
It's a fuel and an oxidizer. Once they're mixed together, they become highly explosive. But it does require high temperature to ignite it, or a very extreme impact could set it off as well.
And I told him we had to have the Title 19 license.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do this and do this show.
Yeah.
Come on, let's rock.
I want to explain my angling out here. I'm angled into the wind. Shots here, so I angle them just like our 4-inch block. is what we call a tri-flare. But you can see I lopsided my tri-flare. I didn't build it symmetrically, you know, like that. I actually did it like that. I cheated it into the wind. And that's one of the techniques that I employ for dealing with adverse conditions such as a wind, you know. So I think we're getting pretty close.
Now guys, as you'll see, this is hooked up as finale, which means it's chained together. Okay, NFPA code 1123 says that you can only chain up to a certain amount in each size that can be chained together. I think the 3 is 12.
Yeah, 15 on the 2.5s, 12 on the 3s.
6 on the 4s maybe.
6 sounds right for the 4-inch.
I actually got something that's not here yet, it's back here, but there are certain amounts of the finale chains that you can hook up per size together.
Yep.
So you'll want to check that when you go out and check the finale. Don't remember what part of the code it's in, but do the control F and find that on finale chain, okay? And y'all can see how many can be hooked up together at one time. So these all 3 will lift at one time.
Does anybody know what size this is just off the bat by looking at it? Anybody else? It's a 5-inch. We don't have room to shoot 5 inches. I just built this as a mistake kind of thing. If you came out to a shoot site and you saw their diagram where their max caliber was 3 or 4 inch and they had 5-inch out there,
You can
find out, either reassess the situation.
That's right.
And find out why they put the 5-inch, or just tell them they can't shoot them if you're unsure. Probably the best thing to know. There's nothing in there.
Okay. These actually are.
I just ran used wires just to make it look like it was hooked up. There's nothing in there.
Actually, Alicia will be showing you in the classroom a packet that we generated for her, but it got changed. Right? Are we going to say that or not? Well, we already have because you didn't get to talk before we did this. There's actually mistakes on that packet on purpose, okay, that she's going to go over. This is one of them. I don't care if y'all let them shoot 6s out here before. The room we showed you on the diagram she's going to show you was accurate. We had room for a 4, but with certain safety precautions like blocking off that other side of that little side street back there and having a fire truck back there, and us having more room in the parking, and the wind condition is right, we can do 5s, but I've heard y'all have had 6s out here, and I'm going to tell you, if there was an event in parking, then
Probably not enough room to shoot a 6 out here.
that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Didn't need to happen. So look at your diagram versus your listing, and when you come and inspect, see what they got and deal with it then.
Well, should we go ahead and let's get back over there, everybody? Yeah, everybody take a seat over there, and y'all are going to be our audience, and we're going to entertain you.
How's that? Are you on anything?
That's the AV bike. Okay.
That's Miss Freaky, Miss Nelson. Yeah. You come over there and sock it to them because they don't want to listen to me. Come over there and jam them up.
You tell on them.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so good. That's the problem. That's how I do my best instruction.